Beautiful people, welcome to Susan in Family Cooking TV from Susan in Family TV. So, how are you all doing? Hope you are doing great. As for me and my daughter, we are doing super great. By His grace, amen. Not by power, amen. And we wish you the same out there, amen. So, beautiful people, welcome to another educative, inspiring, entertaining, interesting video with Susan and Family Cooking TV. So, today, beautiful people, I know you have all seen the topic of our today. So, amazing, beautiful people, without wasting time today, beautiful people, we are going to be continuing with our topic. There's a video we started, I think, a week ago, I think going to like 2 weeks now. We talked about how to be an entrepreneur. So today we are going to be having the part 2, how to be an entrepreneur. So today's topic goes, we have an educative, inspiring full video today, and the topic says part 2, how to be entrepreneur, how to hard audience, how to harvest audience by knowledge, by passion, by teaching and instruction. So beautiful people, when it comes to reading is one of me and my daughter our favorite hobbies. So when it comes to reading, my daughter and me, we are like super excited. So you can see the tone of my sound, of my voice, that I'm over excited, over happy. I just want us to see what is in this amazing book. So it's not the first time we are reading from this amazing writer. So today is our second video. By God's grace, we are going to do the continuation to the end of this book, because it's an amazing book. This book is for everyone. This book is for we moms. This book is for we parents. This book is for our kids in the school, is for our kids studies, for everyone. This book is for old, is for young people. This amazing book is for everyone. So to the writer of this book, let's give a super thumbs up to him before we continue this video. And to our YouTube channel, and to we doing this video, please give us a thumbs up. Also, when you love this video, don't forget to please subscribe. So today, beautiful people, without wasting time, our topic of today says again, part 2, educative, inspiring video, how to be entrepreneur, how to hard audience, how to harvest audience by knowledge, by passion, by teaching and instruction. So to be entrepreneur, we are talking about, this book is based on every aspect of life. This amazing book is based on, to we YouTubers, to we creators, to every entrepreneur out there, to every business owners out there, to directors, to CEO, to managers, to schools, to our kids academic study. This book contains a lot of content, and we are kids, everyone, we need this amazing, inspiring book. So without wasting time, we are going to start. We read to, I think we started from chapter 1. We read, I think, up to chapter 2, 3. The other video, the first video we did. So today we are going to be continuing with chapter 4. And without wasting time, chapter 4 says, adding audience to your sweet spots. So when you are a YouTuber like me, you are a creator content like me, you are an entrepreneur out there in any business, any office, for our kids, school, academics, everything, this book is a sweet spotlight to give us more knowledge, to give us more wisdom in what we are doing, in what our kids are studying in school, because this book contains a lot of content. So chapter 4 says, let me read again. The front page of this book says content INC. So we talked about the first video, we talked about the meaning of INC, the full word of INC. We also talk about the meaning of entrepreneur. We talk about a lot the meaning of CEO, meaning of director. So if you want to know meaning of a lot of things concerning school, concerning entrepreneur, concerning with YouTubers and all these things, you can get the information in the part 1 of this video. So this is the continuation. This is part 2. So it says content INC. This is the front page of this amazing writer book, and it says how entrepreneurs use content to build massive audience and create radically successful business. So here it goes. So we are now in chapter 4. Something is in, let me put some. Okay. So now we are now in chapter 4. So chapter 4 title says add the audience to your sweet spot. And it goes, I'm not going to waste time. It goes, it said, my sweet spot is figuring out how to make a product that people love and how to refine it to make them love it more. All the rest is all the rest is business noise. So it says again, add the audience to your sweet spot. It says my sweet spot is figuring out how to make a product that people love and how to refine it to make them love it more. All the rest is business noise. So we are going to go ahead. It says in early 2014, the writer says he had the opportunity to participate in a workshop for a number of enterprise marketers in Toronto, Canada. In one particular conversation at the workshop, the blog manager for a billion-dollar technology company told me she was having problems with her blog. She had been adding more and more daily content to the blog and at the same time was seeing stagnant website traffic and far fewer subscribers and conversations. My first question was, I'm just saying but according to the writer of this book. So it says, my first question was this: who is the audience for your blog? The writer asked the woman, who is the audience for your blog? And the woman answered, we target 18 different audiences on the blog. I found on the blog, and the writer says, I found your problem. So continues. The next page says, countless business fail with their content INC modeled because they stop after identifying the intersection of their knowledge area or skin and their passion. To this point, it's all about us. It's sharing what we know. Who cares? Probably not every many people. In order to complete the sweet spot formula, we need to identify the who. Who is the audience for your content? We need to identify the who. Who is who? Aha. So that is what is in this content, this page we are reading. I said, who is the audience for your content? Remember, for the content INC model to work, we need to figure out how we can build the engine that positions us as the leading informational expert in our particular market niche. We want to define our audience as specifically as possible. So I'll try to be reading it gently because I'm a very fast reader. I and my daughter is like reading. It's not like reading is one of me and my daughter our favorite hobby. Today my daughter read like there are some books. My daughter and me, we took 5 books from the library just last week. No, this week. Was it? Yeah, this week. I think this week or last week we took the books. I cannot remember. So my daughter, she read the 5 books. She reads each of the novels. A very big book. Some is like bigger than this in the library. She reads each of the novel only 3 times. She just opened it and she read it just 3 times each of the novel book we took. So my daughter have like a day, because I brought her up like every evening after eating, right from a baby. Every evening I make sure that I read a book for her, right from a baby to her nursery. I make sure I read books for her. So from a primary 1 from a primary 3, she start to read books by herself, because from primary 3 my daughter knows how to read like street name already from a primary from a KG3. I mean, from my daughter at KG3, she know how to read the signboard of street already. So from a KG3, when I noticed that she can read by herself, so from my daughter at KG3, she has been reading. She reads all books by herself. So she's already like, I bring my daughter up that every evening you need to read after eating, you know. So she's already like used to it, that when she hold a book, not like the way I'm like delaying her, when my daughter hold a book like this kind of a place, my daughter can read it in few minutes. It's already like, you know. And when she read it, you'll be thinking that, how do you read it so fast? Do you understand it? You know. So she explained the book that she read in, like, she read it 3 times the full book, and she explained from the beginning of what happened. It's about school, it's about student. She explained everything. Mama, look what happened from the beginning to the end. So the way as she's reading it, even when she's a fast reader, my daughter, as she reads fast, that is as she understands more faster. So I think she gets that from me, because me too, I love to read just like my daughter. So I'm going to do my best not to like read very fast when I'm like reading on my own, but I'm going to do my best to like read it little slow, because maybe some people, you might not find this book and you might find this video very inspiring, and this kind of ways is what you want in anything you are doing your daily life. And if maybe I'm fast, it needs that you need to like rewind and rewind and rewind the video. So I'm going to do my best not to like too like hasty about it. Let me try my best to like be able to read slowly, so that all our fans, amazing fans out there, you can understand every inspiring word. We and our kids, everyone need this book. So I go again. It says, model to work. We need to figure out how we can build the engine that positions us as the leading informational experts in the particular market niche. We want to define our audience as specifically as possible. Ask the following questions. And one says, following questions, one says, who is he or she? And it says, how does this person live an average day? Two says, what is the person's need? This is not why does the person need our product or service, but what are its or our informational needs and pain points as they relate to the stories we will tell. Three says, why will this person care about us, our products, our services? It's the information provided to him or her that will make that person care or garner attention. So he went ahead and wrote, your idea of who doesn't have to be perfect. It says your idea of who doesn't have to be perfect. So we are talking about who is who. So it says your idea of who doesn't have to be perfect, but it needs to be detailed enough so that you can clearly visualize this person in your head as you develop content. So he went ahead and wrote, it says co-founder of the UK agency Velocity Partners said the sweet spot is the thing your company knows better than, or at least as well as anyone else in the world. Understanding the who gives you the gives you the context that you need to make this happen. Understanding the who. There are some places I love to underline. And this light is like in my eyes. I was using glasses before. You can see the way I'm holding the book. It says, I'll read it again. Understanding the who gives you the context that you need to make this happen. So he went ahead and wrote, from Liverpool and Spas became the worldwide leader in information about fiberglass pools for those homeowners interested in purchasing a pool. It's if Marcos were targeting, let's say manufacturers of fiberglass pools, and the content would be vastly different. It's the who that gives the content the context it needs to be successful. Say it's the, let me see it again. It says if Marcos were targeting, let's say manufacturers of fiberglass pools, the content will be vastly different. It's the who, this is where I want, is the who that gives the content the context it needs to be successful. So he also went ahead and wrote, the story of Liverpool and Spas. Do we need to read that? No, I don't think. Let's go ahead to no, we are not reading the story of the Liverpool and Spas. So we are going to go ahead and read. It says, making it real. Making it real says, as we had in our audience group, we added a new dimension to our sweet spot figure 1.1. Let's go back to our friend the chicken whisperer and the shadiness also. Originally, sweet spot was a knowledge area of background poetry and a passion for teaching and instruction. Now let's ask the audience to make our sweet spot come to life figure 4.2. Now we have enough information to capture the sweet spot in a single sentence. This is very similar to how media companies start to construct an editorial mission statement. More of this in chapter 6. Andy, talking about the man, Andy's mission statement might have looked something like this: helping suburban homeowners answer all their positive questions regarding raising chickens at home. So he also went ahead and wrote, putting it all together. Now that you've seen a visual example of the sweet spot, let's start adding some dimension to your model. Here is a useful template you can use to begin to construct the initial stages of your strategy. So it says audience. Now we are talking about audience, just like we YouTubers. Let me pause the reading a little. Just like all this content we are trying to talk about, it's talking about we YouTubers. Just like as me and my daughter, we are YouTuber, we have our YouTube channels, and as I'm doing this video now, it says audience. So for me to like, for us to like, for me and my daughter to like have many audience, many fans, many subscribers, many viewers, coming to watch our video like this video I'm doing now, which we need to have many audience. So first thing, what it needs for us, for my daughter and me to have audience in our YouTube channel is one, knowledge. Without knowledge, when you are doing anything, maybe you are making a video, you don't have any knowledge of the video you want to give out, you don't have any content, any important content you want to put in your video, it's like you are just like, it's like, I don't know how to put it, it's like I don't know how to put it. So it says for us to have audience who will love our video, who will love our videos, who will love our channels. Like I'm just giving you example for we YouTubers. Not only YouTubers is talking about every aspect of life, to our kids studies, our kids academic, talking about workers, talking about offices, talking about organization, talking about everywhere, talking about every aspect of life. So if anything we are doing, for us to be able to gather audience, we need one, knowledge, and we need passion for that thing we are doing. It's just like this YouTube channel my daughter and me, I have passion, we have passion for it. My daughter loves YouTube. She does YouTube. She would love to do YouTube with me. The only thing my daughter don't want is that she don't want to show her face, So I and my daughter, we have passion for YouTube. That is why we are doing YouTube. So in anything we are doing, it's just trying to tell us that anything we do, let's try to have passion on those things, because anything you do, when you don't have passion on it, you are going to do that thing like 50/50, because why, you are just doing it but you don't have any passion. But when we do what we in our case, we do what we have passion for, we will see that it will result to 100/100, because what we love to do is what we have passion for. So for us to also like gather audience in all we are doing, we also need a backyard poetry. It says homeowners interested in raising chicken. When you are like a homeowner, you want to be interested in raising chicken. It says for you to have audience, for you to like be able to do what you want to do to raising chickens, you need a backyard poetry. That's poetry. When you don't have a poultry in your backyard, how are you going to raise the chicken? So without the poultry in your backyard, you cannot raise any chicken. So it also went ahead and says teaching and instruction. That is true. Just like as we are doing this video we are doing now is teaching me, teaching my daughter teaching our fans, our viewers, our subscribers, you know, at the end of it, that from the beginning of this video to the end, you will learn something, you know. I always pray that every video that my daughter and me will do, let it be that all our videos are from the beginning to the end, someone learns something out there in all our videos. So it's a teaching and instruction is also adding to gathering audience in everything we do. So it says knowledge, audience, knowledge, passion, backyard poetry, and it says teaching and instruction. And it says by adding your specific audience to the mix, now the sweet spot truly becomes meaningful. By adding knowledge and passion to what we do, to, you know, to gather audience in all we do, now the sweet spot will truly becomes meaningful. So without you having knowledge in anything you do, without you having passion in anything you do, it's not going to be meaningful. But when we have knowledge in what we are doing, when our kids, they have knowledge in what they are doing, when our kids have passion in what we are doing, in what they are doing, so what they are doing will be meaningful. So anything we are doing, let's try have passion. But when you don't have passion in it, it's like you are doing those things of no use, because it's not going to be meaningful to you. It's not even going to be result meaningful to anyone, because why? You don't have knowledge of it and you don't have passion for those things. So it says homeowners interested in raising chicken, this is for them. Say wrapping the sweet spot with a specific audience will bring your sweet spot to life. So we also went ahead, let's continue. Okay, we are going to just ignore that. Let's come to this. So it says now we are in part 3. It says part, no, we are not adding this. Understanding the power. So understanding the power, let's see, did I add this? Because I picked some. Yes, we are now going over to discovering your content mission. So we just read about adding audience to your sweet spot. So for us to have more audience in what we are doing, just for my daughter and me, as we have our YouTube channel, for my daughter and me to have more subscribers, for my daughter and me to have more people that are listening to us, for my daughter and me to have more audience in what we are doing, we just talk about having knowledge in this, what we are doing, in this YouTube we are doing, having the knowledge of a YouTube great content video, having the passion for YouTube, you know, having passion and love and knowledge of whatever you are doing. So that is how to add audience to a sweet spot in what we do, in what our kids do. So now we are going to move over to discovering your content mission. So it says discovering your content mission says everything under the sun has been said. You have to find a new way to say it. Discovering your content mission, and it goes, everything under the sun has been said. You have to find a new way to say it. So beautiful people, in case this video goes off, faithful God Almighty, who guys protect and blesses my daughter and me this day and forevermore with good health and long life for my daughter and me this day and forever. Amen. We continue to do the same for you and your kids. And please subscribe. Subscription is free. And please, when you subscribe, don't forget to press the notification bell so that anytime we upload videos, you will be the first to be noticed. And please do share this amazing, inspiring, educative video so that to our kids out there, for my daughter, for me, for our kids out there, moms out there, papa out there, young out there, old out there, they can also get an idea from this amazing book we are reading. Anything we do up to our kids studies, everything we do, we need to have passion and knowledge of that thing. So without having knowledge of it, without having passion for that thing, when you do it according to the writer, it says it's going to be meaningless. But when we have knowledge and passion for what we are doing, is going to be meaningful. So now we are coming to discovering your content mission. It says everything under the sun has been said. You have to find a new way to say it. And it goes, it says, besides the underlying business model, how the money comes in, there is one thing that media companies do with their content planning that non-media companies do not do. Do you know what it is? Is the editorial mission statement. Ooh la la. It says there are some things that media companies do that non-media companies do not do. And it says, do we want to know it? And it says that is the editorial mission statement. Okay, so it says media companies start their strategies by developing an editorial mission statement that guides their efforts and serves as a beacon for the overall business. I have launched over 30 media products in my career, from magazines to newsletters to events and to webinar programs. In every of one of those launches, the first few days were spent creating and fine-tuning the editorial mission. It is simply the first step in establishing a successful strategy. Most business today have the opportunity to be a publishers. The smart ones follow the basic strategies that media companies have used for years to be successful, build their audience. So I'm going to read this again. We all need this place. Let me underline it first. Okay. It says most business today have the opportunity to be publishers. So everyone have opportunity. Our kids, everyone, we have opportunity. We have the opportunity for us to be a publishers. Just like we are doing this video, we have the opportunity when we have the passion for it, when we have the knowledge for it. We all have opportunity to be a publishers. And it also says the smart ones, the smart publishers follow the basics strategies that media companies have used for years to be successful and build their audience. So for smart ones, we are smart, our kids are smart. It says we follow the basic strategies that media companies use for years to successfully build our audience. So I'm going to go to the next page. So the next page says your content mission. It says your content mission. A mission statement is a company reason for existence. Oh, content mission. It says a mission statement is a company reason for existence. Is why the organization does what it does. For example, Southwest Airlines mission statement is to democratize the travel experience. The mission statement for CVS is to be the easiest pharmacy retailer for customers to use. So in simple terms, the mission statement answers the questions, why do they exist? Okay. It says I cover the content marketing mission statement in most of my keynote presentations. It's critical to first set a tune for the idea of content marketing, or any marketing for that matter. Marketing professionals with both small and large business get to visit on channels such as blogs, Facebooks, Pinterest that they have no clue to the underlying reason of why they should use that channel in the first place. Okay, it says such as blogs, Facebooks, Pinterest that they have no clue to the underlying reason of why they should use that channel in the first place. The why must come before the what. So why must people use blogs, Facebook, and Pinterest that have no clue to underlying reason of why they should use the channel in the first place? It says first, the why have to come before the what. So it says now, your content thinks chapter 5 needs to be expressed in a way that you can communicate to your audience. So it says before you can be a blogger, before you can be on Facebook, be on Facebook, before you can be a printerist, it says we have to have our content tint, and it says it needs to be expressed in a way that we can communicate to our audience. So without you cannot communicate to audience, how can you be a blogger? Without you cannot communicate to audience, how can you be a YouTuber like us? Without you cannot communicate to audience, how can you be on social media? So that is what this amazing writer is trying to say. He also went ahead, he says, it's bold statement when you put your flag in the ground and tell your audience why you are different. In Epic Content Marketing, I discuss 3 parts of content mission statement, which are: 1, the core target audience; 2, the material that we deliver that will be the material that will be delivered to the audience; 2, 3, the outcome for the audience. So these 3 things we need to know: how to gather an audience, the core target for the audience, why are we gathering the audience, the material that will be delivered to the audience, the outcome for the audience. So he also went ahead and wrote, my favorite mission statement from the traditional media company is from INC magazine. You can find its mission on its About Us page. So he also went ahead and wrote, welcome to the inc.com, the place where entrepreneurs and business owners can find useful information, advice, insight, resources, and inspiration for running and growing their businesses. Ooh la la, this book is amazing. Let's give a thumbs up again to the writer of this book, and give a big thumbs up to this channel. Give a big thumbs up to this our amazing video, this amazing channel, for bringing out to you content videos like this that you can learn something. So he also went ahead and wrote, he says, INC mission statement includes INC mission statement includes: 1, the core target audience, which is entrepreneurs and business owners. Okay. 2, it says the material that will be delivered to the audience, which is useful information, advice, insight, resources, and inspiration. Okay. And it says 3, the outcome for the audience, which is running and growing their business. Ooh la la, this is amazing. So he also went ahead and wrote, the INC mission statement is incredibly simple and includes no words that can be misunderstood. So it says everything in this amazing book is very simple to understand. It includes no words of misunderstood. So the amazing writer also went ahead and said, simplicity is the key for your content marketing mission statement. Simplicity, ooh la la, simplicity, is the key for our content marketing mission statement. So making it simple, what we know that is going to be easy for us, that is going to be simple for us in what we are doing. Simplicity is the key for our content marketing mission statement. So he also went ahead and wrote that, note that nowhere in the mission statement is INC talking about how to make money. It says as this book is big, there is nowhere the writer says he wrote making money. Say he didn't write in any page in this book or how talking about making money. So he also went ahead and said that is where most startups go wrong with their content creation. They always want to talk about what they are going to sell. He said every marketing mission, every marketing content creation, they always love to talk about what they are going to sell. So he says in his book, he didn't talk about how making money. And he also went ahead and said, if you do that, you will never even get off the ground with your content INC strategy. He says, so if you start anything you are doing, you start first talking about money. It says you are not even going to get off the ground. You are not even going to start anywhere, and you are not going to have any content, and you are not going to have any content. Say if you do that, you will never even get off the ground with your content INC strategy. So it says it didn't talk about Money first. He said the mistake so many marketers they make, content marketers they make, is because why they focus first on the money. So he also went ahead and wrote, he said, case study digital photography school. So you see, I told you this amazing book is about everyone. This amazing book is for our kids school, is for our kids studies, for our kids academic, is for the old, is for the young. So here comes about school. It's a case study digital photography school, and it goes ahead and wrote, it said Darren Runks built two amazingly successful content INC models. The first one is Pro Blogger, focuses on small business blogging, and the second one is digital photography school. Let's underline this: digital photography school. And the first one is Pro Blogging, focus on small business blogging. And he also went ahead and wrote, is one of the leading sources for beginning photographers on how to get the maximum out of their picture taking skills. So he also went ahead and wrote, but it didn't start out that way. Initially, Darren launched a camera review type blog, as he explains, and he also went ahead and wrote, previous to Pro Blogger, I started a camera review blog that was my first commercial sort of blog, and that had gotten to the point where it was full time, but it wasn't very I'm not saying it clear. It wasn't very satisfying blog to write. My readers would come for one day to research a certain camera and then disappear and never come back. So I always had this satisfaction with it, that I wasn't actually building a community. I think that was really fits me having ongoing readers. I always wanted a blog that was a bit more about helping people in long-term way. So this man he talked about, Mr. Darren, he says when he started as a pro blogger, he was not able to gather audience. Any people that come for research for his camera, they always never come back. So he said he was not satisfied with that. So he says actually building a community, he thinks that it really fits him. Having outgoing reader, he always wanted a blog that was a bit more about helping people in a long term. So this man, that Mr. Darren, says he always wanted a blog like we are doing videos of helping people. A video that will inspire people out there is what he wanted to do. He said, but when people come to his camera, he says they never come back. So it's just like when we are doing a video, maybe there's something a YouTuber is putting that doesn't bring audience back to their channel. So it says when they view his camera, it's like as a blogger, when they see what he puts in his blogs, they never come back. It says, I always wanted a blog that was a bit more about helping people in a long term way. So he also then the writer went ahead and wrote, after this initial experience didn't quite work, Darren came back to photography blogging. So then he came back to photography blogging. What changed his content tint? Darren moment came with his focus on one particular audience. So he tried first, according to him, with pro blogging. So it didn't work out for Mr. Darren. So now Mr. Darren is now trying. It says after this initial experience didn't quite work out for the pro blogging, so Mr. Darren came back to photography blogging, but changed his content tint. Darren's moment came with his focus on one particular audience. So this time his moment came in focusing on only one particular audience. So he also went ahead and wrote, I guess one of the doubts I had along the way was around focus, says Darren, he recalls. So it says, he say he gets one of his doubts he had along the way was around focus. Maybe he didn't like focus on maybe he didn't like focus good on what would have like gather audience to him. So it says he gets one of his doubts he had along the way was around focus. So in anything we do, beautiful people, up to our kids, up to we the parents, everyone out there, is good for us to always focus in everything we are doing, because when we have focus in anything we are doing, that is how we'll be growing more in what we are doing. So the writer also went ahead and wrote very much early on, it was about beginners. So it was very basic content, and I had some doubt about whether I should start expanding into more intermediate level content, but I kind of stuck to their beginning stuff for the first 2 years and really built the audience there until my audience began to grow into the next level of content. So I didn't expand the expense too early, which was good in insight. So it says then, because the his pro blogging he was doing didn't favor him, so he went into photography blogging, which is now good at it. So the writer also went ahead and wrote that decision paid off, and Darren saw his total email and social audience grew to well over 1 million subscribers. Oh la la! God will bless my daughter and me, that I and my daughter, our YouTube channels will grow over 1 million subscribers with good health and long life. God Almighty has permanent for my daughter and me. Amen. So beautiful people, what's this the writer of this amazing book is trying to talk about Mr. Darren is that Mr. Darren tried out a pro blogger. It didn't work out for him. When people watch what he was doing, come to his camera, they never went and came back. So he went and did, and he started on photography blogging. So photography blogging, that is, I think he was doing more of like photograph in his blogging, just like we YouTubers doing more of photography in the YouTube. So it brought more than over 1 million subscribers for him. So what this amazing writer is trying to say is good for us to like have read and know more about things, you know. So no one is perfect. So I've learned already also I've learned already in this video we are doing now, as we are reading this amazing book, that when we are doing something, let's try like we YouTubers, when we are doing something on YouTube, just like we are doing this amazing video, when we do this amazing video, it's good for me and my daughter to like see how many views we have in this video. Is it this chit chat inspiring content video we are doing that people love more, that we have more subscriber? Or is it our cooking video? We also have cooking video in this channel. Is it our cooking video we have more views? Is it our shopping video? And my daughter and me, we do shopping supermarket, we also show the shopping. Is it our shopping videos we have view? Is it maybe when we go to H&M, go to other boutiques and we do video? So we YouTubers, we have to like be able to like figure out what's video that we are doing that really like gather more audience to us and bring more subscribers to us, so that we and our kids, we can also have like over 1 million subscribers, like Mr. Darren figured out that photography blogging brought to him, you know, more than 1 million subscribers down into that pro blogging he was doing. So we learned something. I hope you learned something also from this video and from this book. So he also went ahead and wrote, he said welcome to digital photography school. Welcome to digital photography school. And it says a website with simple tips to help digital camera owners get the most out of their cameras. He said let's dissect the mission statement, and he went ahead and wrote, 1, the core target audience, digital camera owners is 1, Then two, he said the material that will be delivered to the audience, which is simple tips, material that will be delivered to the audience, like giving simple tips, giving simple tips, giving simple videos to our audience to view. And he also said the outcome for the audience, get the most out of the camera. We should always try to get the most out of every videos we are putting in our YouTube channel. He also went ahead, he said, Darren expand on its mission by saying this school is not a formal one by any means. There are no classes, no teachers, no exams. Rather, it's a learning environment where I think out loud about what I know, and where in our forum we share what we are learning by showing our photos and ask the answer each other questions. Also, unlike most schools, the information here is free. So beautiful people. The writer is talking about a lot of Mr. Darren, because why? Mr. Darren is super excited in his photography that is doing in the blog that brings to him more than 1 million subscribers. And he also says that there is no teacher, there is no class, there is no exam, there is no learning environment. It says there is no learning environment. Everything is free. So he also went ahead and wrote, it's no wonder that beginning and intermediate photographers engage in Darren's site on a regular basis. It says it's no wonder that beginner and intermediate photographers engage in Darren's site on a regular basis. Darren's content tint, the reason why he separated himself was his insight and ability to turn his focus on a beginner audience with helpful, consistent tips that his readers could use immediately. Long gone are Darren's days of reviewing cameras. So let's go again and look for this man. I think in this place from the beginning we saw his name. We need his name. It says his name is Darren Ronse. It says he's a digital photographer. It's a digital blog. Darren Ronse, DARREN So you can find it out on Google. So if you're interested in photography, it say you don't need to pay. It's free for you to come on his channel. I think we have channel that is blogging on YouTube, so try and find it out in Google on how you are going to get him, or if you can write his name out in YouTube, Darren Roxy, maybe it's going to come out in YouTube. And it says free for you to learn. If you want to be a photographer, it's free for you to learn from him. So he also went ahead, the writer also went ahead and wrote wants and not needs. He said wants, not what, wants and not needs. So he went ahead and wrote more and more I find that the best